pretty soon. Alright, welcome. This is Nick Green presenting Let's Read Japanese, a course series for the reading of Japanese text alongside its audio counterpart. Today's episode is going to be Shinya Shokudo, the first movie, part 5 of 5, the 2015 movie. Alright, yeah, there's not too much. This is going to be ending this movie and then going on to the next movie, which is also going to be most likely going to be in 5 parts as well. And then after that's done, I'll be doing the 3 special episodes of Kino Nani Tabata, What Did You Eat Yesterday? And then returning back to, in fact, let me go and do something real quick. I forgot to edit the stream info. Sorry about that. Alrighty. And, alright, awesome. This is probably going to be a little off. There we go. Cool. Alright. Should have did that before I went live, but there you go. Bit rate's not looking good. Let's see. Okay, that seems fine. Alright, sorry about that. Let's, I'm not going to edit that out, but, you know, that's life. Okay, so, that said, if you end up enjoying this video, remember to give it a thumbs up like. If you enjoyed, and leave a comment. Feedback's always welcome. If you enjoy the series, you'd like to see more, you can subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm talking about YouTube, not necessarily Twitch here, where I'm doing it for live. Wow, it is saying it's unstable. Okay. Maybe I should, maybe I should actually record this. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, this is all part of the Let's Learn Japanese project. So if you like what I'm doing to help the Japanese learning community, you want to support that, that can be done via the Patreon. So the direct links to that is below in the description, as well as links to the community website. I'm sorry, to the website that Otake put together in community Discord. Finally, if you'd like to hire me on commission, there are technical assistance, usually for technical assistance advice, but usually it's a one-on-one to help, either get you started utilizing these resources that I talk about, or get restarted like a lot of people tend to message me to do. So the hourly rates and the payments are also done via the Patreon, but the direct link specifically for that is in the description below as well. Okay, with that said, we can get started. We're roughly about 3 minutes into it, and with a little bit of a hiccup right at the beginning. But anyway, hopefully this unstable goes away. I'm a little worried about that. Let me check. Yeah, saying everything's fine. We're putting out, 30 frames. Let's see, 6K. That seems, maybe that's not normal. But again, not much I can do about that. Everything looks fine. Am I missing something? Yeah, I don't know why. What's the problem? But yeah, we're just gonna bear through it. All right. So if the connection drops, I apologize. It is what it is. All right, let's go, guys. Okay, so roughly about 1 hour 30 minutes. So whatever's remaining of about 20 minutes worth of show is left. Here we go. There we are. Okay. Alright, so he's just gonna leave and... Yeah, so he left in anger, and then this is him kind of like adding a bit more to the story. Hmm.
あいつ必死で探し続けたんだけど奥さんの遺体見つかんなくて写真とかもなんも残んなくて あいつんとこが子供できなくて。でもすんごく夫婦仲いいかったから。
すんごく。
俺ら仲間でよくからかったもんです。俺たちは震災で
I'm gonna.
人がいい方にも悪い方にも変わるってこと。
Alright, let's look at that again.
人がいい方にも悪い方にも変わるってこと。思い知らされました。
いい方悪い方にも変わるってこと。
だけん思い知らされました。
つくづくと。思い知らさ。
思い知らされました。だけんてはそんでもよくねほうに変わんのは俺たちも説明です。
女子会。
なんかあった？何が？だって飲めないくせに。
Looks like she's drinking.
次赤にしよ
赤に。Oh, white wine. Probably talk about the wine.
う。ボトルで頼んじゃおっか。もう知らないよ。面倒見てあげないからね。これぐらい平気だもん。あ、すいません。
はい。どうしたんだ？飲んでんのか？
見てわかんでしょ。
俺の部屋で話すって。
触んないでよ。私になら何したって何言ったって受け入れてもらえるって思ったんでしょ。いや、あんたはボランティアっていう私の立場と気持ちを利用したんだ。
そんなことね。
あんたに迫られて苦しかった。その気にさせたのは私のせいだって。だから今までやってきたことは全部間違いだったんじゃないかって自分を責めた。素直にボランティアにも行けなくなった。あんたに比べたら私の傷なんて大したことないかもしれないけど、私がそんな気持ちでいるかもしれないって。私がそんな気持ちでいるかもしれないってちょっとでも考えたことある？
俺は踏み出したから。
ただのボランティアと被災者のままでよかったのに。
俺何してんだべ。
kind of realized. So he cut his own as well.
はい。
すいません。開店前に。
それは構わないけど、そんなに飲んだのかい？
マスター。
なんだい？
One day.
私震災の少し前に不倫してたんです。会社の上司と。
Hmm.
それで捨てられて、東京にいると気が変になりそうで、週末利用してボランティアに参加したんです。本当はどこでもよかった。東京離れたかっただけなんです。
You feeling a little guilty about that?
向こうの人たちは優しくてとっても強かった。私がしたことの何倍も感謝してくれて。健三さんもそうでした。でも私はそうじゃなかった。
どういうこと
どう
だい？
いうことだい？
自分が立ち直るために、あの人たちの気持ち利用しといてまた逃げたんです。私ずっとそうやって生きてきたんです。
I mean, yeah, it might have been for selfish reason, but it was doing good things. So
自分のことしか考えてない嫌な女なんです。
健三さんも分かってくれているんじゃないのかな。明美ちゃんの気持ち。明美ちゃん。もうそろそろ許してあげてもいいんじゃないのか？自分をさ。
Yeah, it's time to forgive herself.
結局どうなったの？
さあ。
聞いてないの？まだ揉めてんの
Okay, it looks like your connection's better now.
悪いね。
ちょっと、なんでそんなもん持ってくんのよ。
マスターが明日供養するために近くのお寺にお願いしたそうなんです。
供養するために近くに。
供養するために近くのお寺にお願いしたそうなんです。
Okay.
だからお別れする前にみんなで一緒に飲んであげましょうよ。
そうだな。ここに未練残されちゃたまんねえし。
未練。Okay.
ここに未練残されちゃたまんねえし。気持ちよく見送ってやるか。
してこともんが。
何してこともんが。
誰かがうちに置き忘れていったんだよ。半年以上になるかな。
6 months? Really? That long? 6 months?
明美ちゃん。
あ、ちょっと何すんのやめなさいよ。
人が飲んでんの横目で見てたって。仏さんよえねべ。
仏。I know that's Buddha, but yeah, 仏。仏さん。
仏さんよえねべ。
人が飲んでんの横目で見てたって仏さん酔えねべ。
どこの誰のだかわかんないけど失礼よ。
ちゃんと謝ってくださいよ、お骨に。
謝るよ。謝ればいいんだべ。悪いのはいつだって俺だ。どうもすみませんでした。
これって
土？砂？
写真とか思い出の品を入れるってのは聞いたことあるけどな。
なあ、もう見つかんねえっけ。こうするしかねえべ。重さがあった方が空っぽよりなんぼかマシだからよ。空っぽよりな重さがあった方が空っぽよりなんぼかマシだからよ。俺も女房の骨壺に同じことした。認めたく願ったけど、この重さで納得すっぺって思ったんだ。
すっぺ？
なあ、もう残んねかったからな。これが偽物だって分かってても空よりマシだ。いつも二人で歩いた浜の砂、こうやって詰めて。俺にはこれ置いてったやつの気持ちわかる。
And bury it and have her remain, so put in a memory instead.
東京さ出てきてこの偽物捨てて生まれ変わりたかったんだよ。
Be reborn. Born again. 生まれ変わる。
生まれ変わりたかったんだよ。全部忘れて誰かにすがりつきたかったんだ。
すがりつくられなさせる。すがりつく。
誰かにすがりつきたかったんだ。ほんなんで幸せになんかなれっこねえのによ。
See if I don't know if that's gonna doke. I assume that's a chant, but for passing.
結局放っておくのもままならず、供養だけでもしてもらうことになった。
健三さん。
地元のやつら手ぶらで帰ってくんじゃね
手ぶらで。
ちゃんと地元のやつら手ぶらで帰ってくんじゃねえ。ちゃんと土産買ってこいって抜かしやがってよ。でもちゃんと土産買ってこいって抜かしやがってよ。でもあれだな、あのマスターもおせっかいの野郎だな。金もねえのに縁もゆかりもねえ仏さん供養してやんだからよ。
縁もゆかりもね、ゆかり。縁もゆかりも。縁もゆかりもね。Let me look up yukari again. No connection. Wait. Oh, there is a connection. 何かつながりや関係がある。So, 縁ゆかり。縁もゆかりもね。トキさん。
縁もゆかりもねえ仏さん供養してやんだからよ。
マスターだけじゃないですよ。お客さんもカンパしてくれたそうです。
Kind of like Kampa. Company. Campaign. Kampa.
お客さんもカンパしてくれたそうです。
そっか。
すいません、間もなく発車します。
間もなく発車します。
迷惑かけて悪かったな。
またカレーライス作りに行ってもいいですか？もっと上手になるから食べてほしいんです。
明美ちゃん、あんたのこと待ってる人いっぱいいっから、本当にいっぱいいっからお願いします。
しかしまあ、張り切りましたね。
張り切り自分に張る。pull a lot.
しかしまあ、張り切りましたね。ミイラ男というよりも
ミイラ、that should be mummy. ミイラと
大怪我したじいさんにしか見えねえな。
Yeah, it does look like a guy he's not a mummy, he looks more like a guy who's been through serious injuries. Although he's also wearing the skeleton shirt, so.
やっぱりドラキュラの方が良かったかしら。
仮装って思ったより疲れるね。
仮装 Disguise, okay. 仮装って。
仮装って思ったより疲れるね。来年はもっと軽くしよう。
そうしよ
う。いらっしゃい。
申し訳ございませんでした。
Skaguchi Machiko.
申し訳ございませんでした。ご主人のご迷惑も顧みず。
エリン。
あのようなご主人のご迷惑も顧みず、あのような忌まわしい不吉なものをお預けしてしまい、
忌まわしい。忌まわしい。不吉なもの。
ご主人のご迷惑も顧みず、あのような忌まわしい不吉なものをお預けしてしまい、何とお詫びすればいいのか。
あんたもしかして。
はい、壺の主でございます。
うん。
はい。
恐れ入ります。私のあれは私の元夫のものでして。
あ、やっぱりご苦労なさったんですね。おつらいでしょう。よく知りもしない我々が口を挟むことじゃないんです。
Hmm. That should be like to butt in or say something, right? Interject. そうそんなことじゃないんです。
口を挟むことじゃないんです。薄っぺらい言葉ほど虚しいことはありませんから。
薄っぺらい？薄っぺらい言葉も。
薄っぺらい言葉ほど虚しいことはありませんから。でもこれだけは言わせてください。人生やり直す権利は誰にだってあるんです。
ええ、ええ。
人生やり直す権利は誰にだってあるんです。
ええ、それなりに頑張ってきたつもりです。お恥ずかしい話ですが、元夫が愛人に発した時、身ごもっておりました。
身ごもって。
身ごもっておりました。そう、25年前。私は縁あって再婚し、生まれた息子も新しい夫に懐いてくれました。生まれた息子も新しい夫に懐いてくれました。元夫は愛人に捨てられ、居場所も定まらぬ暮らしをしていたようです。
定まる？Wasn't allowed to live there, right? Wasn't allowed to settle. 居場所も定まらぬ暮らしをして。
居場所も定まらぬ暮らしをしていたようです。長年の不摂生がたたり。
不摂生。No concern to health or thought? Carelessness about oneself. Okay. 不摂生。
長年の不摂生がたたり、亡くなったわけですが、身寄りがないため、息子と仕方なく。身寄りがないため、息子と仕方なく骨を引き取りに行ったんです。
どうしてここに置いてったんだい？
引き取った帰りの夜、ふらっと立ち寄ったこのお店でおいしい豚汁定食を食べておりましたら、 おいしいふらっと立ち寄ったこのお店でおいしい豚汁定食を食べておりましたら、息子が骨を持って帰りたくないと言い張って、で思い悩んでいたところ、ご主人の料理とお店の雰囲気にぬくもりを感じてしまい、お店の雰囲気にぬくもりを感じてしまい、お任せしようかなと。出来心でした。はい。あの骨壺重かったでしょう。
出来心。
出来心でした。はい。あの骨壺重かったでしょう。元夫の宝物が入ってるんです。死んだらあれと一緒に埋葬してほしいと。アパートの大家さんに遺言を残したそうです。甲子園に出場した高校球児だったものですから、とても大切にしておりました。
甲子園の土。
まさしく。あれだけがしみったれたあの男の終生の宝物でした。しみったれたあの男の終生の宝物でした。そしてその当時、私は甲子園のスタンドでかち割り氷の売り子をしておりました。
かち割りなんざhusband? I mean,かち割り。
かち割り氷の売り子をしておりました。元夫の勝利を祈りながら、今まざまざと思い浮かびます。このような感じです。かち割りいかがすか？かち割りいかがすか？で、骨壺はどこに？
あ、いや、それは。
お盛んですよね。
この子が僕の匂いを知りたいと聞かないもので。
なるほど。
僕あまり匂いがないんですよ。で、こういう体勢になってしまって。
そこはかとない匂いなのですね。
そこはかとない。
洗練されてますわね。ところで今日はお祭りなのでしょうか？
ハロウィーンです。
ハロウィーンですよ。外国のお祭りです。
はあ、そうですか。活気がありますわね。 活気がありますわね。それでは私、明朝お寺に骨を引き取りに参りますので。
明朝, I mean that's tomorrow morning, I assume, but yeah, 明朝寺に一人。
失礼。明朝お寺に骨を引き取りに参りますので、失礼いたします。ごめんあそばせ。
遊ぼせ。ごめん遊ぼせ。
ごめん遊ばせ。
That was weird.
Hey, お待たせ。
どうも。
あら、ちらついてきたわね。
ちらついてきた。So I assume they're just talking about the snow that falls and then goes away. A small amount of snow. Okay. ちらついてきたわね。
ちらついてきたわね。
本当だ。
冷えるわけだ。マスター、熱燗おかわり。
私も。
私も。
はいよ。
はいよ。
こんばんは。
みちるちゃん。
いらっしゃい。
ご無沙汰してます。
久しぶり。
元気そうだね。
はい。これ炊き合わせ作ってみたんです。
炊き合わせ。うん。
炊き合わせ作ってみたんです。
炊き合わせ作ってみたんです。
ありがとう。開けてもいいかい？
はい。
あら。お重？わ、お重。
これ自分で？じゃあみんなでいただくか。お礼に何か作るよ。
とろろご飯いいですか？
とろろご飯。
とろろご飯いいですか？
はいよ。おいしい。
いただきます。
一日が終わり、人々が家路へと急ぐ頃、俺の一日は始まる。人は深夜食堂って言ってるよ。客が来るかって？それが結構来るんだよ。
Alright, there we go. Let's see. I tell you what I'll. Alright. Okay, so that was the. I'll be honest. I guess I need to watch that again to kind of understand what was happening. The lady's story, I didn't quite. I mean, you kind of follow along what was happening. You know, her husband left her, but she was pregnant. She had a child, met a new, had a new remarried father. The new husband accepted the child as his own. But when their older husband passed away, the remains were kind of like the only living relative would have been the son who received it. He didn't seem to maybe care about it or whatnot. Maybe there was more to it than that about, you know, the reason why the urn was full of dirt. Yeah, I didn't quite get that part, so maybe if I took a little bit more time to pay attention, I would have understood the more the nuances. But it was kind of interesting story. I like the kind of the idea. It's like the urn doesn't. Sometimes you can't put remains in there. So like he was saying, like you can put the memory of something in there instead. And basically say goodbye to the memory as opposed to the the remains of the person itself. Um, I mean, you can call it a superstition, religious beliefs or whatnot. I mean, but there's something beneficial in a way to saying goodbye to a person, but taking time after after they pass away. It's not just let's bury them and then, but again, it's the there's the ritual of sitting with the body until the funeral home comes, takes it to the, and then you sit with the body through a vigil overnight, and then in the morning, sometime in the morning will be the actual funeral ceremony. With the dinner, with the lunch, then taking the person to it might be in a different building, the crematorium. Take them to the crematorium. The time it takes for that to be fully burned, cremated, and then putting the remains into the urn. Then the urn's kept for another 90 days, and then at that time another ceremony to put it into the actual grave, and then returning to roughly around the 1 year mark, 3 year marks, and 5 years for the significant other ceremonies. Again, so it's saying goodbye over a long period of time, with still keeping the memory there as well. So there's a lot of benefits to that. So it's like an acceptance of death, but also, but not being blind to it, and still feeling like the person is staying with you, if not anything else, in memory. So yeah, it was a very. That said, yeah, I think it was a very good movie. There were basically 3 stories. The first one kind of didn't feel connected. The second one, in a way, it was actually 4 stories, because there was also then the story about the urn itself, which was slowly being told in a way throughout the whole movie. So that would have been the 4th story. And then we got the. Why does your stream have Nihonjin tag? It's for Japanese. It shouldn't be Japanese person. It should just be Japanese language. Nihongo, right? Did I read it wrong? Yeah, it should be a stream language Nihongo. The tags are Japanese, or for the language, not the person. But maybe the tag was being interpreted as Japanese as a person. That wasn't intended. Yeah, it's supposed to be Japanese as in the language. So which tag is the second tag under read loud, or the let's see, the 2D371 2D? Yeah, so there are 2 separate tags for Japanese. Do you know if it's the first tag or the second tag there, White Mouse? Just out of interest. Yeah, because I should have 5 tags, so it should be reading aloud, Japanese, let's play news, and then there's another one saying Japanese, but I don't know if that's like for the language, or like he was saying, like if it's for the person, then yeah, that's that's not intended. It's mainly meant for as in the language for Japanese, which obviously based on the subject matter, which I cover in these streams. I'm talking in English, but again, the material is in Japanese. So. All right. Till I get that, I'll check into that a little bit later. But yeah, for right now, I'll just leave it as is. And but yeah, so this is the end of the movie for this particular movie. Again, there were 2 movies, one in 2015, one in 2016. I'll be covering the 2016 coming up either today, or I might do it tomorrow. It just depends on what happens. I got to talk to my wife as to what we'll be doing this afternoon. See what time I'll have available. Yep. Okay, but as I said, I about the movie itself. It was a very nice movie. It's a slow movie. There's a lot of, you can say, like, I looked at the audio, so it went from 2 hours down to 70 minutes. So 120 is about 50 minutes of it is just non-dialogue. But to understand a bit of the story, you have to kind of look at what these people are doing when they're not talking, and that's still an important part of the story. But it's just something that can't be covered in a let's read in this way. I mean, it would work if it's a let's read of an actual book, in which case a lot of the non-dialogue portions are described in the book, which is fun and enjoyable. Just currently not what I'm setting out to do, since I want to concentrate mainly on the resources that Netflix offers, which is it offers really good resources. Beyond that, I think that's about it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, I think I'll end it there since we're about the 46 minutes. So anyway, this part took about 40 minutes and it was, again, well worth it. So I do recommend this movie if you haven't seen it. You probably want to watch the series leading up to the movie, so seasons 1, 2, and 3. It's not too, I mean, it's 30 episodes, but each episode's about 30 minutes. Well, actually, even less than that, like 22 to 24 minutes. And yeah, this movie was basically like 4 of those episodes. So 2 of these movies is kind of like again, almost a season by a season of TV shows of episodes by itself, and it worked out quite well. I don't know what the next movie is going to be like. I haven't seen it. I've only seen this movie and only watched it sort of, kind of. I didn't watch it all the way to the end, and I wasn't paying attention too well either. But that said, I will be watching it later on, as I do recommend everyone do. If you do Let's Read, so if you do stuff like this, when you finish, go and watch it again, 1 or 2 or a few times. Just have fun and see how much, one, the comprehension level is higher, and plus hopefully you enjoy the story. If it's a boring story, then maybe the Let's Read, don't use that boring stories as your Let's Reads. Like if it's a story you don't feel the need to watch it again, maybe that's not the one you want to pick. Because it's just the easier way of getting better at the language. It's at least with reading and listening. That I've found for myself. It could be different for other people. You get people like Dogen. He's saying, hey, just watch one thing like just multiple times. Just get it into your head. Just that one thing. I'm not one to do that, but this way I found was very useful in that. I'm getting my reading in, I'm getting my listening in, I'm getting my immersion, my passive immersion that seems to be working quite well, along with this active immersion I'm doing. Let's Reads are active immersions, and it's working out quite well. And I can then, for background audio, this audio works great for background immersion. That's pretty much what I can say about that. If it's been a while, like a particular show, then that stops losing its effectiveness. The longer it's been since I've done the Let's Read on it. Until, of course, I add it back in, let's say, I'll look at it again via Anki with the Morph Man. And then after that, later on, it could be via, again, another Let's Read. But like I've described, I've done it with with 3 shows already, but I'll probably do it on this live stream with some more shows as well, where I'm actually rereading material which I've already done Let's Read, and I've put into Anki and studied, and so that is like really high percentage of comprehension. Readability of those shows, or comprehensibility of those shows are like super high. So you can read through it much faster than it took me the very first time, like almost twice as fast. And you do get something out of it. You will pick up some nuances you've missed prior, like, because even if you've watched it a number of times, because now you're doing the same thing again. You're slowing it down, the parts that you don't understand, and reacquainting yourselves with that particular bit of knowledge. And then it's something, again, I recommend, but it's not but again, it's just kind of a weird path to take, but it works out quite well. So again, do a Let's Read of a show, watch it a few times for fun. Later on, add that show, the sentences to Anki, study that along with all this other stuff you're studying. Once the readability gets up to about 95%, consider doing a reread, and but you just do it much faster. And from that, you get a lot out of it. There's one extra step beyond that, which is you essentially start reciting the dialogue out loud. Like practice talking using the show as a source. But that's something for later. Okay, so with that said, thank you all very much. This has been Let's Read Japanese, Shinya Shokudo, the 2015 movie, part 5 of 5. So this is the completion of the movie. If you enjoyed the video, for those of you on YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and leave a comment. Feedback's always welcome. If you enjoy this series and like to see more, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is all part of the Let's Learn Japanese project. So if you appreciate what I'm doing to help the Japanese learning community, you can support that via the Patreon. Also, there's links to the description below, as well as links to the website and the community Discord. Finally, if you'd like to hire me on commission, technical assistance, advice, or usually getting started utilizing all these resources that I talk about, then the hourly rates and the payments are done via the Patreon. A specific link for that is in the description as well. Thank you all very much. I'll be back with the next video. Is going to be, should be the 2016 movie, part 1 of the 2016 movie. I'll see like if it's going to be in 4 or 5 parts. It just depends on what the sentence count is. So thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time.